Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Cancer, I hope that you are doing well. I don't know about you, but I've had a rough time of things in the past few weeks. At the time that I am recording this, it has been Mars in Cancer, and it's just done a number on all of the Cancers that I know. So I have a suspicion that you are probably in that same camp. I'm gonna be doing your reading with two decks today. A fairly new one for me, the Botanical Dreams Oracle deck, which is just so beautiful and is illustrated by Katrin Weltstein, who also did, of course, the Tarot of Mystical Moments, which is just such a gorgeous deck. The author of this one is Lynn Arujo, so just wanted to give a shout out there. And then your tarot reading with Tarot of the Abyss. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, Spirits, Guides, what messages do you have for Cancer? Beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you, Spirit. I'll take it. I think the Cancer Collective will take it. Number 40, which reduces to a 4, the Emperor card of the Major Arcana. The Emperor is the divine masculine, power of all four kings. Thank you, Spirit. And the word is determination. Flowing forth from the solar plexus, the heart chakra, these gorgeous blooms. I mean, the look on the face is a little, I don't know, ho-hum, a little, looks just ever so slightly melancholy or even apathetic. Slightly apathetic is the word that I would use. Maybe tired. You know, I'm seeing the nine of wands in my head right now. The wounded warrior, you know. But it's almost like we open up the Spirit just said the rib cage to expose the heart space, and what flows forth from that is so much bloom and blossom and transformation with the butterflies here. Determination comes out for a reason, though. We don't need determination unless there are some odds stacked against us or some situation where we would require some tenacity. So a little bit of an uphill struggle at this time, Cancer. But I see, you know, we're going to have the last laugh, obviously. I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. Advice from Spirit at the end. Past, present, future. Wow, okay. Okay, so 6 cards out on the table, past, present, future, and at the end, I'll get advice from Spirit. So another 4 hits the scene, the 4 of Swords. Tired, really tired. 4 of Swords talks about rest and recuperation after a heartbreak energy, a disappointment energy. It's interesting. So obviously we see the swords here, the helmet, the brick wall coming up against a brick wall, that expression. But then I see these 2 little birds up here. Nature has its way of encroaching, although just kind of like this sweater on my neck, encroaching upon human existence. I don't know why. I'm seeing abandoned buildings. I find there's a fascination that I have with, it's more about a fascination with the people who are fascinated with abandoned buildings, because I do not have any desire to kind of go into these spaces like other people do, but I am interested in their documentation of those spaces, photographs, right? They find something kind of morbidly beautiful about abandoned spaces. So like abandoned factories or homes, or, you know, and they can be beautiful. They can be quite eerie, actually, in some cases. There are whole communities that have been abandoned for whatever reason. Sometimes no one knows what that reason is. But then you start to see nature overtake it. Nature grows through the cracks in the cement. And so there's something to that sentiment with these two birds here. And no matter what is going on, life will kind of continue. The world will continue to turn. Mother Nature will continue to kind of assert her presence. And that's a very peculiar message that I'm getting from this card, but in a way it's Mother Nature's tenacity to overcome despite odds, right? If we were to take this black jacket and close it up, would we ever understand the kind of bloom that was underneath? Maybe that's part of it for you right now, kind of recognizing how tenacious you actually are. But maybe it's time that we kind of show the world. We might have been in this space. This is the past energy. We might have been in this space of recuperation for just a little too long now. Six of Cups to clarify that in the reverse. Trying to let go of some memories that have a place, served a purpose, but that we're trying to kind of release at this time. Asking for another clarifier. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a card of wanting to extricate ourselves from a situation without too much fanfare, too much fuss. See how this person is kind of waiting in the wings, waiting for their opportunity to make a quick getaway. That can be the Seven of Swords energy. It's about seizing the opportunity without offense to anyone. So, roughly translated to me, Spirit just gave it to me, suffering in silence, trying not to burden other people with that suffering. That's a tricky one, right? Cancers are known for being the ones who are the wise counsel. And I don't think that I'm being too egotistical or overblown about that as a Cancer. I think we are known as the teachers, the healers, the psychics, the intuitives, the empaths, and humanity needs that. But when you are in the space of needing it yourself, needing that compassion from other people, needing a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, can you find it? Do you have it? Is it around you? Are people willing to pay it back to you, pay it forward to you? For some, yes. I mean, there are really beautiful people out there. There's some ugly people out there, but I feel as though, you know, even if your soul tribe is small, they may be small but mighty, just kind of like these little birds, small but mighty. But I feel as though this is you trying to, in the past energy, not call too much attention to yourself or to your suffering. Right, and here we step into the present energy, another Six of Pentacles. Here's that equal give and take I was just talking about. You know, which one are you right now, Spirit? Spirit? Why did I say that? Well, I was looking at this character. Oh, that's very interesting. Because the sentence came out, which one are you right now, Spirit? And I feel like that was like the Cancer collective speaking to the universe. Which one are you right now, Spirit? Are you the giver or are you the taker? Ooh, gotta be careful with that one, Cancer, because it feels a little bitter. Feels like a little bit of resentment. And guess what? Maybe you have a fantastic reason to feel that way. Sometimes, on some days, I know that I do. Right? But we don't want to get too embroiled in that energy for too long. I'm going through that right now. One of my pets is very, very ill. Like literally today, like I just took him to the vet. He's at the vet right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And it's one of these times when we cry out to Spirit, like, why are you doing this? Why would you allow this to happen, right? But then another part of us has to recognize, such is the cycle of life. What a harsh lesson. It always, I've had so many animals in my life. It never gets any easier. It's such a harsh lesson. And sometimes we cry out to Spirit, why? Why do I have to go through this? Experience loss or sadness or pain or whatever, right? So which one are you right now, Spirit, is what I hear the collective saying. The card itself talks about putting energy out into the world and then having it returned back to you in the space of reciprocity. Maybe it's good to look at things from a different angle. Let's say that you helped someone, like a friend, and let's say you helped them move from a house to another house, or an apartment to a house, or whatever. And, you know, they were appreciative in the moment, but they didn't really thank you. They didn't even think to, like, send you a note or a text message and say, hey, let me treat you to dinner. You were so helpful to me. I appreciate your help. It was just kind of like maybe expected. And it's kind of got you up in your feelings a little bit. Spirit is saying, give that as a gift and let it go. And know that somehow it will be returned back to you. Maybe not from that person. Maybe not from that particular situation. With the card in the upright, Spirit show me it will be returned back to you, just in a different form. Right? You don't have to worry. We might not necessarily offer our helping hand again in a scenario like that. But if we say to ourselves, it was a gift, and I don't expect anything in return, then it releases you from that kind of resentment. It releases you from that, you know, I must not be a meaningful friend to them if they can just take advantage of me. Well, if that's the case, then there's another kind of reassessment that has to happen. If it's a friend, if it's a situation, if it's a job, there's another kind of reassessment we need to make about whether or not we're going to continue to invest. It's clarified here by the Fool. Number 0 of the major arcana. The tarot starts the Fool's journey, the leap of faith. This is kind of saying, you know, when we question Spirit, when I said, which one are you today, Spirit? This card tells us, have faith. Have faith that everything that you're doing is in the right timing, that you're where you're supposed to be, that you can trust that you can take leaps of faith and you will be caught, that everything is life's lesson in the earth school. It's really positive, beautiful energy. See her face? Looking up towards the sky, there's an optimism. There's a dynamic sense, even with the clouds. There's a sun here, then these like wisps of clouds, and in her dress and in her hair, blowing in the wind. It's a sense of freedom, carefreeness. The Spirit is saying, you know, I have something for you, right? But it requires you to believe. See, this is their, Spirit's now giving me their counter argument. You're saying, which one are you today, Spirit? Are you the giver? Are you the taker? And this is their counter argument. Spirit's now saying, have faith. Have faith, will you? Believe that we have your back. Believe that all of these things that are happening have purpose. It can be really hard though, right? Justice card in the reverse to clarify all of those. Number 11 of the major arcana, Libra energy. This card is the Justice card in the minor arcana. It's kind of a double confirmation, but this card is in reverse. Kind of saying, look, we don't live in a vacuum, and there are certain lessons that we all need to learn, and some of them may be karmic. I just experienced that. I experienced something with a karmic counterpart. Ooh, threw me for a loop, I will tell you. Threw me for a loop. And what a bitter lesson that turned out to be. But I see it now. And maybe you are too. You could be, though, in this period of questioning it, like, did it really have to go that far? Did it really have to be that harsh and annoying? Annoying, right? But Spirit is saying, look, you know, you come to this life, you don't always remember what we did in the past life, but sometimes we have to repay our own debt. It's coming into balance for you, though. Have faith. And we're ending here with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Cups is brand new beginning from Spirit. Soon your heart will be open again. Soon it will be filled with a beautiful kind of revitalized love. But Spirit asks you to be in the place to receive. The World card, number 21, clarifying it. You will be in that place to receive because a chapter is coming to a close. That's what this card is all about. Chapters closing and new chapters beginning. We are closing out these karmic cycles in the future tense so that we are in the space to receive, right? If you're dealing with a whole bunch of drama and people confusing you, mixing you up in your space, when you release them, then you have two hands to hold this cup. It will come with a knowing. Spirit just said it will come with a knowing. You will understand when the book is shut, the chapter is closed. It's almost palpable. You know what Spirit is playing for me right now? Have any of you watched the show Law and Order, or any iteration of Law and Order. There have been like, I don't even know, 5 different versions of Law and Order at this point. There's a very distinct sound to the theme song of Law and Order. It kind of like mimics the judge's gavel coming down. It's like ding ding, but not a ding. It's like a more hefty sound, and it's got an echo to it. It's very, very distinct. And Spirit is like playing that in my head right now. Ding ding, like you will know when this chapter is ended. It will be just such a, and we're done, like this. I'm done. We're done. It's over with. And then this great kind of resurgence within your heart space will come over you, right? Like this. It's quite beautiful. I feel like it's putting a little bit of a smile on my face. It feels optimistic. Like Cancer is ready. What is your final word of advice, Spirit? Word of advice for Cancer? You see? Like, do you see? 10 of Cups. 21:21 on my timer when I said that. 10 of Cups. Bliss, happiness, joy, friendship, family, optimism, love, creativity, empathy, everything. Look at it. It's so lovely. The path leads back to home, to the home space, to the heart space, to the soul space. It's really, really beautiful, Cancer. That's your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Cancer.